So today we're taking a look at a VOD from a friend of mine. He's actually a very creative player, and he's started a unique build by picking up Ivern and solo lanes. And there's a lot to talk about this because there's a lot of unique things going on with this iteration of Ivern in the solo lane. You can see here he actually takes press the attack. That's because Daisy actually applies on hits. So when he hits level 6 or whatever, Daisy can actually press the attack for him. On top of the fact that Ivern is a ranged champion with his extra damage from his W. There's a lot of damage that you can pick up there. But this is a game where he's running press the attack. He doesn't always run press the attack. He actually runs so many different runes. It almost always there's always a rune for every occasion. See there, they got an invade down. Aphelios burned all his sums, but hey, they got the kill on Taric. Ivern got an assist for that. That's pretty nice. And he also started Dark Seal, so he got a stack already for his Dark Seal. Started him out with an extra 4 AP. This game and more being streamed over on my Twitch. Submit your games in my Discord for review. See here, he started Q for the invade. Normally he's going to start E or W just because it's better for laning. He's trying not to give Fiora any ability to get her stacks earlier, her passive on him early. So he's playing towards the back of the lane. Doesn't really have any kill pressure or anything, or pushing pressure level 1 with this Q start. So he's really just letting it push into her, pushing to him. So Fiora's kind of like helping him out here, letting him survive this early part of the lane. That would be frustrating for him. So he's picked up as soon as he hit level 2, he's got his E. That's gonna let him play a lot more safe because anytime now Fiora dives into him, he's actually gonna get a great trade. You can see now how much more confident he is. He's playing much more forward. And right there, with the changes to Ivern, when he shields himself, if it doesn't get broken or do a damage to a champion, it actually refreshes. So he can just use it to give himself a little bit of extra health there. Looks like Fiora's assisting blue team in the invade. Or it was a fake out, it looks like. It's a little weird we're not seeing the visuals on the press the attack there, but you can see he pressed the attack. Did almost as much damage to Fiora as she did to herself. They do a dive. He goes 1 for 1. That's pretty good in this situation, especially because he only lost really 4 minions of XP, but he did get a 1 for 1. He also got the kill after he died, which means that he ended up with more stacks on his Medjais, so he's just TPing back top lane. The wave is still in a good spot for him. He can just continue to last hit. It's actually still frozen for him, which is really good. It's not going to be for long, but his first purchase was Tier and Amptome. I think a lot of the times he likes Tier just because Ivern doesn't have a huge mana pool, so it always helps to have that extra 360 from Tier. He can transition it into a lot of different ways too, because all the Tier items are so cheap. Can turn into Seraphs. I've seen him turn it into Manamune before because Manamune applies to abilities. See here, the Fiora landed the stun, but because of Ivern's shield, she was so dissuaded from actually going onto him that like he didn't lose anything. You can see look at that slow, like it's taking them forever to actually kill him here. All of his minions are getting a lot of damage off. You can see in any situation where his jungler actually was around, like just because of the time he can delay there as Ivern, like he'd be extremely safe. You can see the enemy jungler is actually camping him. So far, it looks like he's been 2 ganked and an invade on the top side, purely because I'm sure they see his win rate on this. His win rate is really high. It's all right though. Soon as he soon as he gets level 6, if they attempt to do that again, he's probably going to double kill them. So he's got his boots now, so that way he can actually move away if they come up here again. And it's really nice of Fiora to constantly just give him a free way to proc the W, because then he doesn't have to worry too much about an all-in. See here, they're attacking him again. Relentless. It's alright though. He doesn't let it get to him. He's basically untiltable. And he is the Candy King. Alright, he's now level 6. And because of how many times they've like camped him now, you can bet they're going to be coming back again. And when they do, they're going to be in for a rude awakening. Try not to miss any of his CS here. It's actually with the Ivern's auto attack, it's actually pretty easy to pick up all the CS here. It's a really smooth auto attack. It's really nice. You can see he's maxing E. He's got 3 points in E. 1 point in every other ability. Helps him really when he wants to shove a lane and get some wave clear. He can basically instantly kill a wave. See here, he's going to go step on some Rek'sai tunnels just to make sure that if Rek'sai wants to come camp him again. Oh, he's putting his mark on Krugs, even though he's not the jungler, just because his jungler is always on the other side. That's a really interesting tech too. Yeah, he can actually take his jungler's camps without spending any time, especially ones that like the Lilia can't clear here. See, he's just waiting for it. Actually gets a level off of that, 100 gold. It's pretty nice. He's able to pick up the wave here. So he can use his E to, as you can see there, do some wave clear, and then it also refreshes because it didn't hit a champion, which makes it so good in lane. Okay, he's got Daisy out there. Daisy beating some ass. Oh, this guy went back into Daisy. He just made a huge mistake. See how much damage Daisy's doing with press the attack. And that's really good for him. Usually he runs Ultimate Hunter, so that's already a stack of Ultimate Hunter. Oh, Rek'Sai's coming too. Rek'Sai wants him too. Look at that. Double kill, shutdown, going to Ivern. Huge comeback. He's able to pick up the Rek'sai's Crystal Scepter. Oh, that's going to make it so that they can't play anymore. Without both of them having flashes, he can now just kite them forever. He's got 4 stacks on his Dark Seal. That's an extra 16 AP. You can see here, he's setting up his bushes, which don't go away anymore. Just so that way he can annoy the Fiora and cover Lilia if she actually wants to get a gank here, now that he's just burned all of these guys' sums. And because of the Rek'Sai's Crystal Scepter, it actually does apply on Ivern's autos, because Ivern's autos are considered an ability. See there, they get a tower dive off with how strong Daisy is. Lilia was not willing to use her R until the tower dive was started, but like it was just easy as cake. Daisy covered everything. Just look at how much damage he's doing even to the turret here. 2 plates on his own on Ivern. Gets the TP back. Wants to get his TP back or get a recall off because he had so much gold to spend here. See, he has the most gold in the game now. Got his swifty boots so that way he can chase forever, he can run forever, he can kite. With that combined with his Rylai's, he's gonna be running circles around people. After E, it looks like he's maxing Q second just because more roots, more ability for Daisy to jump onto somebody and continue smacking them. See, he just throws out Daisy anytime. Just because he has Ultimate Hunter, he's got 2 stacks of it with the 2 kills. Look at this, Fior's just fighting Daisy. She's losing half of her health. Daisy has regen. Fior's being a fool. He's using Daisy to scout out if Rek'sai's here or not. Because he can always call Daisy back to his side using Q. Throwing Daisy in there one last time before she expires to suicide bomb the Fiora. Fiora's got no health. Continuing to be a little wary that Rek'Sai's on this side of the map. Just checking if Rek'Sai was doing Krug. She's not. If Rek'Sai's gonna continue to let this Fiora suffer, he's gonna abuse her. So. Oh, TP's bot lane looks like he's gonna double kill the enemy bot lane who are actually fed. Gets 1 kill stolen there. So now he's building Lost Chapter, it looks like, afterwards. Probably building his mythic. See what that is. And I've seen him go many different builds. I've seen him go Night Harvester. Usually Night Harvester is actually his go-to. It's because Night Harvester works even in the jungle. It gives Ivern a lot of zip, a lot of movement speed. He went for Crown of the Shattered Queen just because of how much it looks like the enemy team is diving on him this game. Specifically Fiora and Rek'Sai, it's going to make him nigh unkillable now. You can see he's got 9 stacks of Medjai's, or of his dark, what's it called? Dark Seal. Almost a completed item. He's almost gonna have to upgrade it to Medjai's at this point. You can see he uses his E mostly to wave clear here. Pulls out Daisy. You can just keep shielding her, so way he could just easily take a turret really quickly. Getting some vision down, looking if he can flank mid. It looks like he's going to be coming in just in time. Look at that slow. Ooh, fail flash. Really, he was so excited to get onto Ezreal there because Ezreal was dead to rights, but just fail flash into the wall. Happens to the best of us. Alright, it looks like he recalled. He got a Ruby Crystal, or sorry, a Kindle Gem. So he's going to be building Archangels this game. Makes sense. He's got a lot of AP. Always keeping these side lanes pushed. Mostly because he actually wins the 1v1 against anybody on the enemy team, so this is actually like a kill scenario for him. If Fiora is overconfident or Rek'sai comes in, he can definitely 1v2 at this point with a crown. Like, just look at how much damage he's doing to her here, under turret even. He comes in every once in a while, he tanks for Daisy, and Daisy gets the kill. You see the Fiora is really upset because of the amount of damage that's going on. Got 10 stacks on this. See here, it looks like he's going to be recalling. He's probably going to be upgrading it. He might be finishing his Archangels instead, but if he had extra money, he definitely would be upgrading his Medjai's. And you look at the speed, because now he's level 14. Look at the speed that Ivern can actually take a camp. Like, if he's in the enemy jungle, he can just take it so fucking quickly. But yeah, he just kind of throws out his R because of the cooldown on it. It's so low. With his ultimate hunter, he can just do this. Like, he can just throw him in. Look at how he just chunked Zeri for fucking 99% of her health. Unfortunately, bit off a little bit too much more than he could chew there. His team did not come and help him. But they did win the fight on the back end. They're going to get their dragon. See, he's keeping back into the fight here. Lands a Q onto Rek'sai. Rek'Sai's now fucking essentially stunned here. Can't move. She's dead. Gets stunned to Taric. Taric's now dead. Gets on to Ezreal. Daisy passes away, unfortunately. Rip Daisy. Otherwise, that would have been another kill. He just got into range a little bit faster and tanked a couple more tower shots. That would have killed Ezreal as well. But just like, look at the. What you don't see is the damage that he's actually doing. Like, he is doing the most damage in the game. It's actually, it's absurd. See here. Look, he just steals the enemy camps, like, faster than anybody can actually even react. He's too tanky, man. That's the ace. Looks like they're going to try and push for the end. They can use Daisy to try and end here. It's one tower down. Comes the minion wave. That's 2 towers down. Like, look what he's enabling his team to do. Even with his lead, like, he can do a shitload of damage himself. He can still camps in a second, but he's also enabling, like, he's still Ivern. He can enable, like, this Aphelios to just go crazy, go stupid, and absolutely wreck face. Taking any camps on the far side of the map that are unused. He's just solo killing Fiora here with Daisy. Boom, Daisy got the solo. He actually finished Hyper Shot, Horizon Focus. Sorry, not Hyper Shot. He finished Horizon Focus because it applies on Daisy. Daisy can literally just instantly stack it. So, which means Daisy's whooping even more ass. Here's the 1v1 with Rek'sai. Rek'sai's looking for some more here. Can't even get a stack onto Ivern so that she can ult. Just running through turret, running down Ezreal. Ezreal's dead too. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's a really fun playstyle. You should definitely, like, think about picking this up if you found this enjoyable. It's very versatile too. It's really, like, game to game, like, it really can change on how he plays it. If you want to look up his builds or anything and see what kind of different builds he runs, you can look him up at Pitbull Puppy. Pittbullpuppy. There's a couple other Ivern, like, lane players, but I think that my friend here is actually the most inventive of them all. I've seen him run, like, at least 7 different builds. So, very fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Join my Discord and submit your games for the next VOD review.